Well, it's the end of day 3, and I got this great question on LinkedIn from one of my classmates, Napur, which states, "Thank you. Wonder if giving back is part of being an authentic leader." And I think this is a great question, especially for this course. Not just because she's a really smart classmate of mine, but because authentic leadership is kind of a cornerstone of what we're discussing throughout this entire thing. And how can we be better leaders? And one of the things I was just thinking about when I was coming here this round was how can I help give back? Because I've been given so many different things. And this seems like quick little 3-minute videos seem like a great way of sharing my knowledge back after I've been given so much opportunity to think about things. And it allows me to also look back and kind of review them. Whether everyone agrees with them or view it as complete rubbish or think of it as something they could use themselves, it doesn't really matter, but at least will help spur some conversations. So that's why hopefully these videos are being helpful in some way, either as a positive or negative for everyone. Now, some of the things we covered today and some of the things I really learned today were first regarding negotiation. So our negotiation was supposed to go extremely well, but we forgot a key aspect of our negotiation, especially around the notes part. So when we were leaving a negotiation yesterday, we were thinking we did kind of pretty much the best we could. And that would have been true if we really understood all the little details in the case. And it ended up leaving about a fifth of the value on the table and kind of moved it from at least we got a deal to, well, we're like one of the last ones in the class. So it was a good, important part for me just because of, the good old fashioned attention to detail. Part of our leadership discussion today was about guardrails, or what would we always do or what would we never do. And I think this is an important discussion because we often run into these problems where we really need the guardrails when we're kind of in struggles anyway. So if we're thinking about them beforehand, if we have some time to set aside to say, hey, this is something that I will always do. I will always strive for transparency, strive to understand the whole picture. That helps us for when we run into an issue where kid is hungry and whiny or your boss has a tight deadline. That's when we're about to cheat. That's when we're about to run into a problem and why we need these guardrails to stop us from crashing. So I kind of told 2 of those, the shalls that I will always do, kind of the one I will never do, attribute actions to malice. I think that's really important nowadays. There's lots of things that are going on all the time. It's easy to make the assumption that it impacts you. And I think that's an important thing that I struggle with all the time, where I instantly think, hey, this is because someone hates me, or this is because this is bad, or whatnot. And it really resonated with me because it starts with me. It's nothing that I have to depend on someone else to come up with. I can set up these values myself and operate with these values so that I can be a better leader. I can help convey that to a team, with the people I work with my peers, and that helps build that trust, helps people understand where I'm coming from so I can better understand where they're coming from, and we can all kind of get to the same goals in a way that is both efficient and we don't have like these misunderstandings or miscommunications along those ways. And we don't fall into a trap where, we end up in jail, or we end up hurting something, or end up violating something that we won't feel good about, when we are trying to go to sleep at night. So I thought that value discussion was extremely important. And I would urge you to go back and start thinking about, hey, what are some of these guardrails that you really want to be thinking about, so that you can make that snap decision when you're tired, when you're depressed, when you're running on empty, because that's when the real challenge is going to be. It's not going to be when you're all happy, fed, and well rested while your child's a perfect angel. It's going to be at your worst moments. And if you practice it beforehand, you'll be better able to kind of move forward with it when the crisis does occur, and you can stay true to your values. So I thought that was really important. I'm going to probably think about that a little bit more tonight as I wind up. But thank you again for watching, and if you have anything you want me to discuss more about or more about the program, please let me know or add a comment in below. Thanks.